What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Oh, wow, we have not covered her in a long time. We are coming back to Billie Eilish. Yes, indeed, Billie Eilish fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bob, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you're still feeling like you want to do all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This is a request from Billie's, I don't want to say the word. It starts with a B. Female dog. Okay, really? Why? Anyway, Billie's female dog. And Billie's female dog want to see me react to this song by Billie Eilish. It's actually Billie Eilish doing a cover of the Beatles song, Something. Now, have I heard the song before? I don't know. Maybe it's possible. As far as the original goes, I've heard a number of Beatles songs, but if I'm being honest with you, the name doesn't ring a bell. Something. I may have heard it in passing. I may have very well. I mean, I'll know if I start listening to this and I recognize it. I will definitely know. But just based on the name itself, I don't think I have. But it's possible I may have. So here's how this is going to play out. Okay, first of all, it's a cover. All right, so I can, if nothing else, like if I start hearing this and I start listening to it and I go, oh yeah, there it is. Okay, well then obviously I've heard the original, but I can still do a reaction to the cover of the song. So either way, whether I react to this as a fresh, brand new song or I react to this as a cover of a Beatles song, either way, it's going to be a reaction one way or another. So let's have some fun with this. This was posted by Billie Eilish Tours, okay? And the video has 540,792 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Billie Eilish, Something, the Beatles cover. All right, well, one way or another, this is going to be a reaction. I don't know how this is going to go. We'll find out. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. I don't wanna leave her now. You know I believe in her. Somewhere in her smile, she knows that I don't need no other lover. Something in her style that shows me I don't wanna leave her now. You know I believe in her.
It does not sound familiar. So that means one of two things is happening. One, I've never heard the song before. which is possible. I mean, I'm not the biggest Beatles fan. I'm not going to sit here and say I've heard every single song for them because I haven't. I've heard a few, but I haven't heard every song from them. Or I have heard it before, and she has taken the song in such a different direction that it doesn't sound familiar. I'm not sure which one it is, but to me, this does not sound familiar at all. So I think we're just going to do this as a fresh reaction. Very typical vocal delivery from Billie Eilish. I've given her plenty of praise over the reactions I've done with her before in the past with her vocal ability. I'm not normally a big fan of that breathy style of vocalization. I'm not usually a big fan of that, but she does make it work. She does make it work with her delivery and within her approach to the delivery, I think more than anything else. So it does work for her. It's her style. It's her signature. And I get it. I've never been the biggest fan of it, but I understand where she's coming from on it. And I understand why she does it. And I understand, like, all of her fans love it. And that's fine. You know, that's perfectly fine. Let's keep going here.
You're asking me, will my love grow? I don't know. I don't know.
A little more supported there.
You stick around, now it may show. But I don't know. I don't know. Something in the way she knows, and all I have to do is think of her. Something in the things she shows me. I don't wanna leave her now. I don't wanna leave her now.
Sounds like that's the end. Yep, there it is. I was going to say, it sounds like it's resolving. So it sounds like we're coming up on the ending, and sure enough, we did. The short song. It wasn't bad. It just, I don't know. Let me think about it. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Billie Eilish with a cover of the Beatles song, Something. This was a request from Billie's Female Dog. Dear Lord. Anyway, okay, I thought about it, and I do have a score here, and if you give me a chance to explain the score, I think everybody will be okay with the score I'm giving here. I don't think anybody will be too upset. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.7. Yep, 7.7. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, let me just get this out of the way. All right. This was absolutely not my cup of tea. This was absolutely not in my wheelhouse. This is absolutely nothing I will ever want to listen to ever again. Okay. No disrespect toward the Beatles. No disrespect toward Billie Eilish. Okay. It's just personal taste. This is not something I would ever want to listen to. This is never going on a playlist, okay? Just being honest with you, just being straight up with you, just putting it out there and getting it out of the way. Having said that, this was really good. It was. I may not necessarily like it, but there is no denying that this was a really good song. I do not know how accurate this was to the original. This did not sound familiar to me. Now that's because one of two things happened. One, I've never heard the song before. I've never heard the original Beatles song before. That's very possible. I am not the biggest Beatles fan. I am not one of these guys who's going to sit there and parade around the fact that I've listened to every single song from the Beatles and I know every song from the Beatles by heart. No, I don't. I've heard a number of songs from the Beatles, but I have not heard everything from them. So, have I heard the original song from the Beatles? I don't think so. This did not sound familiar. Option two, and this is definitely a possibility. Billie Eilish took the song Something by the Beatles and she took it in such a completely different direction that I didn't recognize it. Now that is very possible. I don't know which one it is. The only way to know for sure would be to go and listen to the original. Well, I don't do that because in my opinion, if I do that, if I go listen to the original first, I could potentially ruin something here. So I don't want to do that. If I haven't heard it, I haven't heard it. If I have heard it, I have heard it. But I'm not going to intentionally go and sabotage a possible great reaction just because I want to know for sure, prior. Now, will I go and listen to the original now that it's done? Yeah, I will because I'm kind of curious to know which one it is, if I've heard it before or not. I'm not 100% sure. Her vocals on this, very typical vocals from Billie Eilish. She has this signature style of singing, very breathy, very airy. But the thing is, it is breathy, it is airy, but it's not weak. Like there's a certain level of support that is happening underneath that airy, wispy, breathy voice. And she pulls it off. It's not easy to do. So I give her all the credit in the world for being able to pull it off. And I've said that several times on all the reactions I've done to Billie Eilish. I just don't know if I'm the biggest fan of that style of singing. I like singing that's a little more powerful, a little more projected, a little more out there, out at the front. For lack of a better word, I love it loud. I do, and I'm gonna always be that way probably. But that's not to discredit what she did here. What she did here was a fine job. Okay, she did a really nice job on this. It sounded good. It sounded appropriate. I like the fact that it was just piano and vocals stripped down. And if you're gonna strip it down like that, then yeah, you want vocals that are appropriate, obviously. And her vocals on this were definitely appropriate. So it worked. It absolutely worked. Did I enjoy it? No. Would I ever listen to this again? No. But there's no denying that this was a really good job. And that's why it's getting the really good score of 7.7. Now, I know it's been a while. It's been over a year. Actually, I think it's been longer than that. It's been about a year and a half since I did a reaction to Billie Eilish. So I know it's been a while. To all the Billie Eilish fans who have come back to the channel because of this video, welcome back. Let me refresh your memory. 7.7 is a really good score, and if you don't believe me, there's the scoring system chart down below in the video description. You'll find it down there, and you'll clearly see that 7.0 to 7.9 is the grading scale for really good. And this is getting a 7.7. It's up there. It's up there on the really good scale. I don't feel comfortable giving it a great score, and I definitely don't feel giving it an amazing or outstanding score. So an 8 points, the 8 point something or a 9 point something, I don't think so. I've heard better from her, if I'm being honest. I have heard better. And I know there's going to be those Billie Eilish fans who are going to say everything that she does deserves a 10. Well, congratulations. You've proved that you cannot be objective. So congrats. Don't come at me with that noise. Listen, I would never give any band that I love, and I there's a number of bands that I love, I would never give any of those bands 10s with every song they do. I just, no. I wouldn't give any of those bands I love 10s, period, because I don't believe in perfection. So I believe things could always get better. Things could always improve. Things could always happen to change up and work and strive to become better and work harder to achieve that next level. So I'll never give it 10, but even then, I wouldn't give every song from Soilwork a 9. No, there are songs from Soilwork that are down in the 8s. There are songs from Soilwork that are down in the 7s. There are songs from Soilwork that are even down in the 6s and 5s. Believe it or not, there are even songs from Soilwork, and this is a band I love. There are songs from Soilwork that I would honestly put down to 3s and 2s, okay? They run the entire spectrum. I am not going to sit there and be biased toward any band, whether I like them or not, okay? I'm going to be objective, and I'm going to give the song the score that I honestly feel it deserves. And I honestly feel this song deserves a 7.7. So, 7.7, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully, I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.